This is This is Assessment 8, Roleplay 1 with Claire Bowman. Hi Claire, how are you today?
I'm alright, yourself?
Yeah, good, thank you. Have you had an okay week?
Yeah, it's been okay.
Okay, that's good. Now Claire, this is our fourth session today.
Yeah.
So over the past few weeks, we have talked about some of your issues of returning back to work, your stress and anxiety with balancing your responsibilities, communication issues with your husband. Now, last week we focused on your feelings of self-doubt and your feelings of inadequacy, especially with Ethan. You also mentioned that you also felt that your feelings may be the root cause of your stress is you don't feel good enough and criticizing yourself. How have you gone this week with your feelings of inadequacy and things after last week's session?
I guess it's all sort of just continued since last week, and I think I've just started to notice it a lot more. I think it sort of became almost very natural behaviour that I did so often that I didn't even really realise it was happening.
Okay.
But now that we've pointed it out, noticing it a lot more.
Yeah. Well, that's probably a really good thing, because when we notice our behaviours, whether they be good, bad or otherwise, is when we can then start to change them.
Yeah.
And for them to be a lot more healthy and a lot more positive as well. So last week we also talked about using cognitive behavioural techniques just to help to address all of this. Now, would you still like to do that this week?
Sure.
All right, that would be terrific. All right, so is what I thought would be an awesome idea, and I think it's also really great that you started to notice a few patterns of starting to show themselves to you. So that's really good progress, and that also takes a lot of courage. So I'd like to show you the thought diary. So what it basically does, it just helps you notice automatically thoughts, especially thoughts, feelings, especially in a heightened situation or in specific moments like anger. So if I just show you this. So what you do is you write down the date, time, the triggering situation, the thoughts that went through your mind in those moments, emotions of how you felt. Were there any physical sensations that went with it? Your behavioural reaction, whether you yelled, screamed, marched out the door, your outcome and your reflection. So is what it does, it encourages all of us to become aware of, one, our thinking patterns that may be present but unnoticed until now. All right, and it helps just to link the triggers with thoughts and responses, emotions, and that's what cognitive behavioural therapy is really all about. How do you feel about doing a thought diary?
So is that every time something like
that? Yeah, when some things come up, or at least try as much as you possibly can.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll try whatever you think might help.
I do honestly feel that it will help. It may take a little bit of time, but the benefits really do outweigh, especially when you're sort of looking at long term as well.
Yeah.
All right. And it just sort of helps with our distorted thinking, and our emotional distress and problem behaviours. It just sort of highlights a lot of that. So just remember to be kind to yourself while you're going through the process of it, though.
Yeah.
All right? Because at the end of the day, we're all human and we all have feelings.
Yeah.
And you've got a lot that's also going on. And often a pattern or an issue will present itself And we can change and replace the thoughts and the feelings with realistic and balanced ones. So it does highlight the negative aspect, all right, for us to then make that conscious choice to be able to choose, I'll just say, a positive way of going about it or looking at it or and thinking. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Terrific. Do you have any questions?
No, nothing that comes to mind.
Okay. Do you think that this could be of benefit to you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it will be in the long run, and I appreciate the assistance.
Oh, it's my pleasure. That's what I'm here for. All right, terrific. I will give you some of the sheets, the thought diary. All right, and if you need to add, then just write it on pieces of paper or put it into a diary or something like that. But that's it, or at least use that as a bit of a model, if you like, if you want to add it to a diary.
Yeah.
All right. So we're just finishing up our session for today. So is what we have talked about is you sort of saying that some of your behaviours and feelings are starting to come to the forefront now, which is a great thing because it helps with healing. But we've also talked about some CBT and the thought diary in which you'd like to have a go at and see how you go over the next week with that. You seem quite eager to give it a good try, so that's really positive. Do you have any other questions for me?
No, nothing that comes to mind.
All right, terrific. All right. I shall see you next week.
Awesome, thank you.
My pleasure. And when you come back next week, bring your thought diary with you as well.
Will do.
All right. Terrific.
Thank you.
See you. So part of my reflection was the reason I chose this technique is because it gives her the space and the time to be able to sit and express herself. But she can fill in the diary in her time as long as it stays fresh within her mind for it to be of effect or for it to be more positive, I guess. It also helped to empower her with self-care, giving her the time to sit, write and express and to reflect. She stated that she feels issues are deep-rooted, so doing this exercise honestly causes the issues to be seen and then they can then be dealt with. She may be able to notice patterns and aspects within herself, within her behaviour, within her thoughts, within her words, where she would also be able to do a little bit of self-help, or at least to a fair point as well. And the impact or the hope is that it gives her a better understanding of herself, resolve any of these deep-seated issues, then see herself in a better and more accurate light. The limitations to this is not filling out the diary when she should or she needs to. It may also be time constraints, potentially not being honest with herself when she's filling out the thought diary. So what went well? Well, I thought when I was talking to her about the thought diary and things, I think it was okay. Not really ever doing this before. I think it was all right for really first time. What did not go well is what I probably should have done was probably just asked her a few more questions. What could I have done better was potentially, if we had the time, then you start delving into more questions and getting her to be able to speak and express. What areas do I need to develop? Well, all of them. And how will I do this? Practice, time, finding my words, and confidence. And that will build over time. All right, I'll just pause for the moment to bring Jake back in for the second role play.
Oh. You realise it's just don't get a choice. Get started.
Okay, so this is role play 2. Hi Michelle, how are you?
I'm good, yourself?
Very good, thank you. Have you had a nice week?
Yeah, it's been alright.
Okay, that's good. Today's our 4th session that we've had together. I would like to just start off with, you've made some really good progress with understanding your thoughts and feelings and issues with your time management. If it's okay with you, Michelle, I'd like to try something different today in our session. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Okay, that's terrific. Thank you. By focusing more on your strengths and your goals and how you can use them to help improve your time management skills. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
All right. So is what I thought we could, an exercise we could do is, it's called the miracle question. So is what it does, it will invite you to imagine how life would be different if a miracle happened and your problems were resolved overnight. All right. So it's just about sitting quietly. Tonight you were asleep, a miracle happened, and the problems that brought you here were solved. Because you were asleep, you don't know what had happened. What would be the first signs in the morning that things were different? So the aim of this is to help you clarify, 1, your goals and your outcomes. Shift your focuses from problems to solutions.
Mm-hmm.
And it helps encourage us to think about what is working, instead of what is not. And it helps introduce motivation and hope by imagining positive changes, even if you're feeling stuck. All right? How does that sound?
Yeah, good, I guess.
Okay. I know it sounds... Have you ever done anything like this before?
No.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it might feel a little bit strange at the beginning. But is what it can also do, it can just help with any underlying thoughts, behaviours and beliefs that you want to also change. It can just bring about or bring to the forefront quite a lot of things.
Yeah.
So it is also, CBT is goal orientated, which the miracle question is all about. But also to show you and to clarify what success can look like and reinforce adaptive thoughts and behaviours. So what are some of the possibilities that you could put into action?
I don't know.
I think, may I suggest one?
Sure.
Is turning the negative thoughts into a positive.
Okay.
Okay, so you're completely shifting the thought process.
Yeah.
Okay, into what actually is.
Yeah.
All right. So is what I will do too is here I will show you like a feedback form and just have a go at sort of filling that out as well.
Okay, sounds good.
Right. So between now and next week, I would like you to watch so that you can let me know and describe what happened to you with your time management that you want to continue moving forward.
Yep.
By using the miracle question.
Okay.
All right. So just remember that miracle question is going to help you with your time management. What can I do? How do I? And also by changing your thought process from the negative into the positive. All right, helps free the mind. Okay. How does all that sound to you, Michelle?
That sounds good.
Would you be happy to give that a try?
Yeah, I can try that. See how it goes.
See how it goes. Yeah. Is there anything else that you'd like to talk about, you'd like to say before we finish up for today's session?
No, nothing that comes to mind.
All right. Terrific. All right. I'll see you next week.
Too easy.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. For the reflection, the reason for using the solution-based or solution-focused techniques and some cognitive restructuring, because she's goal-orientated, and part of her issues was time and stress and her workload, I guess. So finding the solutions to give the outcome, restructuring, reinforcing the behaviour and the thoughts, the limitations, be fighting against it and would be overwhelmed. Because she's a driven woman, was suspecting limitations would be probably pretty minimal, and being quite a switched on person. But what it also does is just highlight her strengths, her coping strategies as they're already present, because she has got so far before needing help, and that's more so with her family, of course, and so forth. And it's just really towards the end is where she started to struggle. And what it will do is just help empower those qualities that she's already got. So what went well? Look, I'm not 100% sure. What did not go so well? Well, I just struggled a bit with the flow. I struggled with words. And I think also explaining myself. I think I probably could have done that potentially a little bit better. So what areas do I need to develop? All of them. And how will I do this? I think it's going to be time. It's going to be time and finding my words and confidence and a whole lot of practice as well. And what I should have been doing was doing more of my note taking while we were sitting here, instead of sort of leaving it to the last. All right, thank you.